Hello, first grade. So, this week we're going to test out some of the different bridges we've been learning about, and we're going to see which one is the strongest, which one can support or hold the most weight. So, the first bridge we're going to try out using a little model is the beam bridge, which is the simplest of the bridges we've learned about. So, on your Google Classroom worksheet that you have, go to the page that has the picture of the beam bridge, and you have a little diagram of this bridge. Okay, here are your abutments, the part that the piers that hold up the beam bridge. Here is your span, which is just some index cards. Okay, and we are going to be adding some weight right onto the span, and we're going to see how much weight this bridge can support before it fails or before it collapses or falls down. And for our weights, we're going to use these little tool parts here, and they're a little bit different sizes, but they all weigh about the same, so it doesn't really change our experiment too much. Okay, so we're going to see how many of these the bridge can hold before it fails or falls down. Okay, so the first thing you need to do on your worksheet is where it says prediction is I want you to write down how many of these weights you think the bridge can hold before it will fail, before it will fall down. So I'll give you a second. Write down your prediction. How many do you think it will hold before it falls? Okay, wrote down your prediction? Okay, so I'm going to start adding weights onto this, and we're going to see how many it will hold. Now, the other thing you have to watch is watch where any of the parts of the bridge move when the bridge fails. Watch to see what direction the span moves when it fails. Does it move up? Does it move down? Does it move sideways? Watch the piers. Okay, what direction do the piers move when the bridge fails? Okay, because that's the second part of your diagram. It asks you to draw arrows to show what direction they moved when the bridge failed. Okay, so make sure you're watching to see where things are moving. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so 1, 2. Oh, we see a little bit of movement already. Oh, no, I don't know if I'd want to be on this bridge. Oh, that is a failed bridge. So let's count. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 weights. So on your worksheet, the question says, how much weight did your bridge support? The answer is 5. Okay, so put that on your worksheet. Okay, and then make sure you draw your arrows to show what direction any parts moved. Now you can always go back to in the video later on and you can watch it again to answer that part of the question. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next bridge. So don't worry about it. If you didn't catch it, you can always go back to this video and rewind it and watch again. Okay, we're going to move on to the next bridge. Okay, the next bridge on your worksheet is the arch bridge. So we're going to change our setup a little bit. Okay, so now we have an arch. Okay, so everything is flat and level. We have our arch in the middle. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to add weights to the middle. Okay, to our span. Okay, we have our arch in the middle. And on an arch bridge, these are called the abutments, and they hold the arch in place. Okay, so again, on your worksheet, on the arch bridge page, write down your prediction. How many weights do you think this bridge will hold? Okay, our beam bridge held 5 weights. How many do you think this one will hold? Okay. Okay, here we go. Testing the arch bridge. All right. So let's count and see what happened here. So the final count for our arch bridge is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Any extras anywhere? 21 is our total for the arch bridge. 21. Move those out of the way. Go to our last bridge. Now our last bridge was not one that was on the first couple of lessons. We're not going to do a suspension bridge because that's a little bit hard to make. So on this one, it's a kind of a special type of beam bridge, okay? And this one is called a deep beam bridge. And it's called that because it has a special part in the middle, okay? It has this special little zigzag piece that goes kind of in the middle of the span, like a sandwich, okay? And I'm going to turn this one sideways for you to see, okay? Instead of showing you this way, we're going to turn this around. like this. So you can see the long way, okay? Because this is going to go in the middle. I'm going to fold this up. I'm going to put this in the middle like that. And then the span goes on top like that. Okay, so you see how that looks? Kind of like a sandwich. Okay, and you can see it on your diagram on your worksheet page. Okay, so the way this one is going to work, I'm going to add weights to the top of the span. Okay, and we're going to add weights. This time though, we're going to add weights until it fails. And we know it fails when this middle part here, okay, when this zigzag piece in the middle, when that part flattens. Okay, so when that kind of falls down like that, that's when it fails. That's when we stop adding weight. Okay? All right. Because if that happens, that means the span on top where the cars would be would have fallen down. So let's set that up. Okay, so we have that. We have our span on top. All right, so let's start adding our weight. Okay, let's see how the deep beam bridge goes. Make sure you write down your prediction first. Forgot about that. Take a second, write down your prediction. How many weights will it hold? We already have 2 on there, so it should be more than 2. All right, here we go. Goes flatten down. All right, let's count and see how many our deep beam bridge held. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, no, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. All right, let's double count that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 was our total here. Okay? 25 weights was the total for the deep beam bridge. Okay, so beam bridge, arch bridge, deep beam bridge. So you should have all three filled in. You can go back in the video and watch to see how the different parts moved when the bridges failed. Draw your arrows to show how the different parts moved, and sometimes more than one part moves, so make sure you're looking carefully to show where everything goes. Okay, it might not just be one part. Make sure you answer all the questions, and make sure you hit turn in when you're done. Okay? Good job, first grade, and see you soon.